Our restaurant of the week is going to be Pasha. It is a Mediterranean restaurant that is at 631 Miami Circle, Northeast Suite 27 in Atlanta, Georgia, 30324. It is a lounge and it is awesome. I went on last night and had a good time with my friend girls. You guys should really go check it out. They have hookahs there. Their food was great. Service was excellent. If you're in the Atlanta area, make sure you go check out Pasha, guys.
And what should they try at Pasha?
The lamb chops, guys. You have to have the lamb chops.
Yeah. Well, Santino makes some good lamb chops herself. We had in the cabins. They was great. My segment today is going to be music and entertainment. We won't have a song today because I want to talk about a couple of things. First and foremost, going back to this dating outside our race. If you have not heard, NFL's Chad Wheeler, formerly of the Seahawks, choked his girlfriend and tried to choke her to death. His girlfriend is a black woman. What was her name? Does anybody know her name? I forgot her name.
But they've already cut him from the team.
Yeah, they've already cut him from the team. He got a $400,000 bond. He claims, no, that's not her. That's somebody else that did something to another black woman. He claims that he was going through a mental episode when he began to choke her. He didn't choke her once. He choked her twice, left her in the room, went to finish his dinner while he thought she had died. She had got up and went into the bathroom to close the door to call 911, and she heard him saying from the other room, "Are you still alive?" So basically, he tried to kill the girlfriend. I forgot the reason why. Because she wouldn't bow to him. Yes. So the problem with this is, one, ESPN waited 2 or 3 days before they even reported it. And that was the other issue. Ply spoke out about it, like, what took you so long to speak about it? This is the problem. If it was the other way around, a black NFL star with a white woman, this would have been all over the news the day it happened, the minute it happened, as soon as it hit, the 911 call hit, it would have been spread all over everywhere. It was deeply concerning for me. The Seahawks did let him go almost immediately, which they should have. He was a free agent anyway. He is out on bond, awaiting manslaughter charges for her. I will have this link to the story. No, she did not die. Oh. She's still alive. She did survive. Again, he choked her twice and left her for dead. So he did think that he did kill her. He put out an apology, but how can you
they're
apologize?
Gonna say it's the that syndrome that they have when they play football in their brain.
That's not a brain.
You know what I'm talking about, though. I'm just saying that's gonna be
my cousin played professional football. He's never choked a woman. There has to be accountability.
Yeah. Yes. So that's that. That was another thing. That's one thing that upset me this weekend news. The other item on my list was rapper T.I. and Tiny. Guys, what goes on in the marriage bed needs to stay in the marriage bed. Apparently,
what are the allegations?
The allegations are they are doing sex trafficking and coercion with women, and some underage women. Some friend of theirs came out speaking out saying that T.I. had once pulled a gun on her in front of some kids. Then she goes on to say how they coerced her into sexual activities. She put it out there so more women can come forth, and she has over 19 victims so far, alleged victims. I don't want to say that they're victims or not, but most of their stories were similar. They would go to T.I. and Tiny's home before they could even go into the door. T.I. would say you have to take an X, a Molly, snort some cocaine or some type of drug before they could even come into the house. And at that time, they were engaged in sexual activities with these women. One young girl said back in 2005 at an all-star game, her and her friend got lost. She's 16, friend was 15, got lost backstage, met up with T.I., and they coerced her into having sex. So that was the only underage one that I saw. But most of it were women saying they knowingly went to the house. they agreed to take the drugs, and they went into the home and had sexual relation. One was even an escort, saying that at one point Tiny was mad Ti was having more fun with the other girl, so they end up getting in an altercation with the young woman, and then she was threatened with saying that she was on drugs and things of that nature, and she fled and never came back to Atlanta.
But he made a whole song about it though. He's told his life story.
Yeah, I think that the issue with this conversation is you have some people saying these women knowingly went into these situations to have sex. I don't understand where the trafficking part comes in, because if you go and have a threesome, that's not considered sex trafficking. So I'm not understanding that part.
It was a whole debate they were talking about: are you a victim or are you a participant?
Yeah.
So if I go, I don't use drugs. So if you come to me and say you need to do, I'm gone. I don't use drugs.
But haven't they both at this point denied these allegations?
So what's currently, before they denied the friend that came out and made the allegations. So now they saying they're silent. So since these allegations came out and all these victims came out, they have not said anything, which is smart.
Well, I
not
saw
to say
something
anything
on
right now.
Instagram. He was posting about that they weren't true. But then I also read that one of the victims basically she's pissed about something, and so she fabricated
retaliatory
some stuff. My thing is this: once again, we have to be aware of our surroundings. Number one, you're not going to his house by yourself.
Nope.
We all going.
Mm-hmm.
And if he say you using drugs, we all fighting, and we all gonna leave together. Yeah. So my thing is this: if you're doing it because you want to
be around
celebrities, or number one, you're in it to come up, i.e. get paid, mm-hmm. or compensated some type of way. Once again, it's those lines of
this is what the problem is, because women are saying, oh, this is something else that's going to get swept under the rug, and we're not seen as a victim. So it's like it's a hard conversation.
They're not a victim.
You're a participant.
You're a participant. You chose to go to this man and woman's house to have sex. You knew what you were doing.
Some were escorts, so you knew.
So now you're mad about something, so you want to put their business in the street?
Well, they can always put their business.
Okay. Well, I mean, they can do if they choose to have sex with multiple people.
They wasn't slipped.
They
willingly took it. So if anybody who uses drugs, especially something like a Molly or Xanax, they make you hallucinate. So you're not going to be in your right mind. So you participated. Like I said before, I don't drink alcohol. So you're not going to give me anything I don't want to take. You say you got to take some drugs. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm out.
Yeah.
But just because it's T.I. and Tiny, okay, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. You can't say they made you do it. You participated in this activity with them. Okay, maybe you didn't get paid as much as you wanted to get paid, or maybe you didn't get the attention that you wanted to get. Now you want to put these people out here. They're grown. You were grown. Now, I don't agree if it was a child involved, then that's a whole nother story. But if these were adults that agreed and consented to have this, okay, who cares?
But I don't think
now if you got an allegation of
trafficking though.
Yeah, how's the sex trafficking? I think one victim said that she was on the drugs, and at one point she was by one couple. When she came to, she was by another couple. So she felt like she was passed between the couples. If you consider that trafficking or orgy, I don't know what you consider it. But it's just a tough conversation to have, because, so many women are victims and they are being unheard and being swept under the rug. So it's kind of hard to decipher if this was really a victim or not. Are you victims or not?
Don't go on social media. If I feel like I'm a victim, I'm going to the police.
Yes.
I don't need attention,
because this person is trying to put out a documentary called Surviving T.I. and Tiny.
Attention. Money. The things that people will do for money and attention is
so my thing is this: if I feel like I'm a victim and I feel like you've done something to me that has violated who I am as a woman, I don't need Instagram doesn't need to know it, Facebook doesn't need to know it, Twitter doesn't need to know it. Gwinnett County Police will know, or whatever county police needs to know that. So for me, I'm not going into the media. I don't want people to know who I am, because now other people may victim shame you. Mm-hmm. So for me, I'm not gonna do that. If I feel like I was
A lot of this
violated,
was asked to be
and if
anonymous.
this was 2005 and it's 2021, I don't care who you are. You disrespect me, you violate me, you're going to jail. And I'm going to continue to advocate for myself until the right person listens to me.
Then, but why does it take so long?
Exactly.
If you feel so victimized and this happened to you,
They
and you,
claim
what,
that they
yeah,
wanted to erase it and forget about it, and now they're happy this person is bringing it to the light so they can tell their story. A lot of them want to be anonymous, but one backlash that T.I. has gotten from it, Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms has removed him as from a staple, using him as a staple in the
But
Atlanta
what
community.
I heard is that there is more politically driven. They're trying to basically slander Keisha by using this is the company.
Yeah, yeah.
So
she had to
he's
respond.
he's taking an L for what's bigger than her, because
she's going to be coming up for re-election soon.
Yeah, and someone else just come out saying that she's going to go up for
another black woman.
Woman. So then once again, are we trying to tear down another black woman to get to office? Because at the end of the day, if your hands were dirty enough to get this on him,
what are you hiding?
What are you hiding?
What we gonna find on you?
Yeah. So I hope they get to the bottom of this, and again, like I always say, what's done in the dark is going to come to light anyway. Amen. So even if you were, you use the drugs as a way to keep the women from telling, or using the NDAs or somebody's always going to come out and don't care about that NDA and being sued because their story is bigger, or they might make money off of it or whatever. So, I just say, that's another discussion for another time. These married couples and these threesomes and stuff, and how does it hurt your marriage? Maybe that'll be next week's topic. So that's all I got for news and entertainment. I mean, yes, music and entertainment. We won't have a song today because we already talked about Danny Lay, and I'm not gonna put her Yellow Bone song out. So thank you guys for coming in for this episode of Linguistic Lifts, and thank you to our two guests. Hopefully they'll be making another appearance with us soon, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.